All right, you guys, like, comment, and subscribe. You know who it is. Your boy CS-GIJOE back at you with another one. And today we're talking about do I read comic books? Well, as you see, yes, I do. This one is a Marvel comic book called Hulk No More, and it's dope. Yeah, the artwork in this comic book sold me when I was at the comic book store yesterday. And it's really about Hawk versus the Red Hawk. You know what I'm saying? This is Hawk's team, and just flip this sucker on the back. This is the Red Hawk's team. You know what I'm saying? Put that camera view down. Sorry about that, but yeah, this comic book is dope as fuck. You know, and what brought me to was like Bruce Banner is not the Hulk. So that blows my mind away for me to sit back and read this comic book. Now, I want to talk about the new movie of the Red Hawk, the new Brave World. Now, to me, if General Ross has been popping pills that the leader made for him, messing with his brain, how the hell is he gonna turn back to General Ross? He should just stay as the damn Hawk, the Red Hawk. Because in these comic books, he doesn't turn back. You know what I'm saying? So, Hollywood, they just keep effing up movies, man. They keep messing up the good movies. I don't understand it. You know, now I can understand Bruce Banner changing back because that's how the origin was made with Bruce Banner. But General Ross, he should have stayed the Hawk, and he should have stayed on that prison that was in the water, and he should have stayed chained the fuck down. And he should have been able to talk. I don't understand that shit. So Hollywood is always effing up good scenarios to movies, you know. Now sometimes the Green Hawk talks. Sometimes in this comic book he's talking, but you know in reality he talks, but not a lot, you know. So that's just something that I wanted to bring to you guys' attention. Why does Hollywood always F up good scenarios to good characters in the Marvel universe? I don't know. But with all that being said, yo, this comic book, if you guys can find it, it's dope. We're going to go inside. We're going to look at some of the artwork. Check it out. You know, some of the artwork in here is just sweet. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Nice drawing. Round one. You know, look at that, man. Look at that artwork. Isn't it beautiful? Jeez. Man, you got to have some skills to really draw like this. And these guys, whoever drew these comic books, been drawing these comic books for years, man. Look at that, man. God, dog. Man. Wish I could just print this stuff on my wall, you know. Hog battling big super giants. You know, look at that, man. Ooh-wee. Beautiful. And to be honest with you, it really is the same face of the goddamn Maximum Hawk. For real. So, guys, you can't just say, oh, this is an ugly Hawk, this Hawk. When Bruce Banner changes, man, let me get that camera straight. When Bruce Banner changes, he has a lot of different faces of the Hawk. I'm seeing that because in these comic books, man, he has a mullet. He has different types of hairstyles. I mean, like look at that. That's the same head scope that we got with the Maximum Hawk, you know? So I'm not, you know, like I say, you guys gotta really judge things for your own, man, you know? Check out Galactus. Look at that head scope on Galactus. If you guys have the Galactus, which I don't, and I may just get them if I run across them, but if you guys have the big tall Galactus, man, you got something nice, man. But look at him, man. Galactus is a planet eater. And he holds these guys, and these guys are super fucking big. You know, that's Silver Surfer, and that's the Hulk. You know, so, man, look. This stuff is extravaganza, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've been told, you know, through my comments, do I read comic books? And yeah, I do read comic books, you know. Like, just look at that, man. These are some of the same head sculpts that the Marvel Legends have been using on the Incredible Hulk action figure. So right there, I'm going to take my word back. You know what I'm saying? The Maximum Hulk has 3 different head sculpts, and when you look at the Hulk in these comic books, he's always looking different. Come on, man. Let's be real now. You know. Now next, they give a Hulk a head like this, you guys are gonna say something crazy. Oh, why is one of his eyes closed? You know, there's a picture right there of the Hulk with all those teeth in his head. Let's straighten that up. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? His hair is coming over his eyes. So yeah, I think that they're doing the head sculpts pretty right on the Hulk. Man, let's get this camera going. I think they're doing the head sculpts right. I'm not even gonna be fussy about that. Cause look at this one. That's the one. This is kind of like the head sculpt that we got with the 80th Hulk. You know, that came with the Wolverine. You know, so you know, guys, we kind of gotta think. You know, we seen this head sculpt on the Hulk. You know, guys, you just gotta think how Hulk is always drawn. He has different like face features. You know, now the Red Hulk. Oh my God, this is just. Whew. Man, the black nails, you know, has the hurl, has the guy. This guy really actually has some Submariner to fight him. He fights Submariner and he fights Black Panther. You got the other hurl. This one fights the Silver Surfer. And this the guy, this is like the main arch enemy of Doctor Strange. You know, so yeah, you know, do I read comic books? Yeah, I read comic books, you know. That gives me the up on what the hell I'm buying, you know. I wouldn't mind them making a Hulk with this little get up on. This, I think that's funky. That's dope, you know. I don't know if they made these guys yet, because I don't have all of the Marvel characters. But that guy looks good, and this guy looks good. They probably have made them, you know. There's so many Marvel characters, man. They make up these Marvel characters down there every day. And just look at that, man. Look at that. Jeez. Jeez. Oh, shake it. Yeah. So yeah, the CS-GIJOE read comic books, yeah, I do. I know they made this guy in the Marvel universe, you know. I got this shark dude. I got the Submariner, you know what I'm saying? I got the Silver Surfer, but I don't have him. Yeah, you know, these, man, just look at this now. Come on now, guys. Talk to me. We got this Hulk face already. Most of you guys talking about, oh, he looks like the man on the mask and this and that. They gave us this face on the Maximum Hulk. Come on, guys. Let's just be real about this shit. Excuse my language, but yeah, it's your boy CS-GIJOE. I love the artwork. And listen, this what it says. Trapped in the world they never made. Man, this is a nice comic book, man. The battle between the Red Hawk and the Green Hawk. And look at that shit. That's dope. They underwater banging. They underwater fighting their asses off, man. Jeez. Can't tell me this ain't funky, man. The Silver Surfer's battling the other guy. He's a hurl. You know, can't tell me these drawings are just extravaganza, man. You know. Ooh, look at them teeth on this dude, see. And that's Submariner fighting this guy. I forgot his name. I'm not sure of his name. You guys correct me in the comments. But look what he's doing to the Silver Surfer, biting his neck. Jeez. Silver Surfer's by Neptune, Triton, you're insane. Huh? Yeah. So all in all said, man, you know, the toys may not be exactly what we want, but some of the face structures are good, and I do believe that we can get way more better articulation. That I am going to talk about, you know what I'm saying? But all in all, man, you know, Man, you know, and I'm waiting on maybe they have already made it, but I'm waiting on a Doctor Strange that looks like this. The Doctor Strange I'm seeing right now, they got his face changing and stuff. You know, like I said, I don't know if they made this character. Like I said, I don't have all of the characters in the Marvel Legends. You know, but man, just look at this, man. Hulk is punched in the face by the Red Hulk. You know. Then Hulk runs, the Red Hulk runs. Green Hulk picks him up and hit him up in the nuts, knocks him buck out, then tries to choke the hell out of him. Now, I guess if they gave us a face like this, you guys would be tripping. Why is the Hulk got eyes, beady eyes? Why is this? Why is that? Man, read their comic books. Damn. Why you so damn slow? Most of you guys that complain about these action figures are just slow, man. You guys are not really reading your comic books, man. Face expressions have always been big. Hell, look at the Tom and Jerry cartoons. What made that cartoon funny? They didn't really talk. They they didn't. But their face expressions made that cartoon funny as hell. And yeah, I read Tom and Jerry comic books. I sure in the hell do. You know, look at this stuff, man. Man, this stuff is like bingo. I don't have him. I seen them in the stores. I don't have this guy. But what I'm saying is, guys, that if you really want to get off into your comic books, man, and your Marvel Legends, you got to read the comic book to know who's who and what's going on. Now, most of you guys, thumbs up, you do read your comic books. But a lot of you guys just sit back and just complain. And that's why they say Hulk no more, because Red Hulk stabs the Green Hulk, you know, and bam, he kills the Green Hulk. But you can't kill Hulk. You can only turn him back to Bruce Banner. For the Red Hulk, like I say, in the movie, he should have stayed the Hulk because he's been popping them damn pills. There's no way that he should have turned back to Harrison Ford. I thought that was weak as fuck. Good movie, decent movie, but I just thought that part right there was weak as fuck. You know, yeah. So now we're dealing with the Red Hulk and his minions, you dig? Yeah, this is a dope comic book, man, you know what I'm saying? Dope comic book. Winner takes all. You see that? Winner takes all. Man, that's why I do collect Marvel Legends. You know, I just like how things be looking with them, you know what I'm saying? Because I read these comic books, man. Yeah, you know, these comic books are just awesome, man. They're just ridiculously dope. Oh, look at that picture. He's strangling the hell out the Silver Surfer. And he's on fire. I gotta get some fire effects for my Red Hulk. But he's on fucking fire, man. Eyes are beaming yellow. Damn, dude. Damn, what happened right here? Ooh, shit. Ooh, electricity coming from his eyes to his eyes and shit. Man, that shit. Ooh, now look at the Red Hulk, man. Look at General Ross. He is clowning. He has the fucking Silver Surfer board. He's shooting out power out of his hand. Jeez. And he's going at warp speed. Psh. Can't tell me this shit ain't fire, bro. Can nobody tell me this shit ain't fire, man? You know what I'm saying? This comic book is dope, man. I'm gonna sit back and read it again. Oh, but look what happens. He tries to go up against Galactus. Galactus shoot his ass down. Booyah! Oh, see, Galactus is just so powerful, man. Shit. Oh, uh-oh. Green Hulk somehow came back alive, see what I'm saying? You can't kill the Hulk, man. You can't. You know, I seen the comic book with Superman fighting the Hulk, and I need to buy that. You know, hopefully I run across it to be there again. Look at that power punch. Bow! Knocking Red Hulk on his ass. And bingo, there are those big ass teeth again that we got with the Maximum Hulk. So come on, guys. Let's, you know, I mean, Hasbro did their thing. It's just that, you know, the Maximum Hawk could have been better. I understand that. I totally do agree. It could have been way more better. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like with Marvel Legends. I just don't like the waist cut that come around there. The waist cut. That's what I don't like about a lot of their figures. But other than all, man, scope wise, a lot of the scopes is on point. You guys got to be honest with yourself. You know. Oh yeah. These comic books, man. This is a thick comic book. Now look at this one. It says Hawk seeing red, baby. I don't know what's going on with this. Looks like he's a gladiator hawk, right there. You know. But yeah, man, I'm digging these comic books, man. So yeah, guys, you want to ask me, do I read comic books? Some of the comic books I have read. I haven't read them all. If I can get them, I will. And I'm really waiting on Hasbro to really put her in this suit, the She-Hulk in this suit. I mean, they got her in the Fantastic Four suit, which is something I'm going to grab. I got the other two She-Hulks, but I wouldn't mind her having on that OG suit. I think that's dope. You know. Then, you know, you got, man, you got this dude in here, man. I got him already. You know, this comic book is just dope. I'm not sure who this guy is, but you know, Spider-Man comes in the comic book, man. That's why I bought this comic book. It's just so fucking dope, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, Spider-Man comes in there swinging and shit, hitting the Red Hawk dead in the face. You know, Spider-Man's a pretty strong fella too now. Don't you guys sleep on Spider-Man. You know, kind of makes me want to get the damn Maximum Spider-Man, just that no one's selling them right now. Maybe Entertainment Earth, but, you know, so that shit just takes so fucking long to be shipped to your house. You know, but hey, you know, if I come across it, I'll snatch it. You know, yeah. The Spider's pretty dope, man. You know, they got Hawk somewhere contained and shit. Well, this is Bruce Banner. He done changed to the fucking Hulk. See what I'm saying? So, you guys gotta understand, man. You know, damn, look at that punch Hulk gave Rio. Then they hit his back out. Ooh. They boxing their ass off in this. Oh, yeah. And look at that. Flew the Hulk. Flew into a wall or some shit. Look at that, man. God, dog. Them boys gonna be forever fighting. Forever fighting. Yeah, y'all, enough said. I ain't gotta go no more on this comic book, man. If you guys want to check out this comic book, go to your local comic book stores. And it's called, ooh, look at that picture. Beautiful. And it's called Hawk No More. This your boy CS-GIJOE finna sign out. Back at you with another informative video, just to let you guys know that, yeah, I do read comic books. And yeah, this comic book is one of the greats. So yeah, I'm finna be out. See you guys on the next video. And I'm out. Always leaving you guys something dope. Psst.